Kia ora, my name is Taine Noble. I'm here with my brother, Rory Noble. We're drinking some beers. Alright, so you've just dropped a new single, High Again. Do you wanna tell us?
Oh, this is so weird, eh?
Do you wanna tell us about that?
I don't know. I don't know what it means. Sometimes I feel like it means one thing on a good day. Sometimes I think it means another thing on a bad day.
Sure. What does it mean on a good day?
Alright, high again on a good day is just like fucking smoking heaps of weed.
God.
And it's just like, yo, and then the high again on a bad day is just like that day after you smoked all that weed with your mates, and then it's just like
Stone over.
stone over, bad day,
Yeah.
just wanting to be high again. So I'd put it down to that.
What sort of like inspirations do you have going into this song? Like, it's definitely like on some country pop sort of stuff, but even still, I don't really want to put it in that box. Like,
Yeah,
are you drawing anything from any artists or anyone that you look up to with this sound, or?
yeah. I mean, for sure. I remember when I made that song and being like, I think the original sounded like I thought was more country, but I think people would, if they heard it, would say probably more folk. Obviously, like giving our like sort of like country background. I personally thought it sounded too like kind of country, that if people heard it, because like I make like
Heaps
of different stuff, and like pop, hip hop,
Yeah.
like super R&B driven, that people be like, they wouldn't like it. So in terms of actual influences, I don't know if there was anyone at the time.
The song's also a part of an EP. What's the sort of story behind the EP? And I know there's like a sort of underlying theme for it, but what's the go with that?
What do you think it is?
I don't even know. No, I thought there was the
Neither.
where do we go when the world ends? Just the idea of that is interesting. And where did that come from for you?
I don't know, it was just these dreams I was having. I got the idea from these dreams I was having. It's like, I remember telling Mikey about them too. Like, they're just like having like, I don't know if you ever had like a string of dreams and they like all feel like they're connected, or like ever having a dream and then like a week later having another one and it feels like it's like continuing from the last. Like I had a long string of like dreams over a year that was kind of like, or maybe even a bit longer.
What was going on?
Just chaos, wild shit.
Yeah.
Just, I didn't really like obviously being dreams. I remember some of them like super like vividly.
Did you ever write any of them down, like when you
Nah,
woke up?
I wanted to draw
You gotta
them.
do that. You
I
gotta
wanted
do
to
that.
draw them. Yeah, hard. I think I would wake up and just try to remember what I like, something from the dream, and then try to Google it. What does this mean? What does this like world-ending dreams mean? And then just songs being written around the time of having those dreams, and just building that as the concept, and that like can mean everything from as deep as what some people would think it means, of like where do we go when the world ends,
Yeah.
to the most like that could be as simple as like having a shit day, just because sometimes when you have a shit day it feels like the world's gonna end.
Yeah.
But really it's not. You kind of wake up next day, it's all good. So it's like, it's on that scale of like, if you could put that as a scale, like, you know, it's pretty
Yeah.
broad. It's super broad.
The video's out. Tell us
Oh.
about that. How did that all come about?
Yeah, so directed by the brother Connor Pritchard, talented dude. I think everyone knows that. Also, shout out the bro Ezra, who's on the lens. Like you for being on the shoot and making it happen. Man, that was just a fun time. That was like a cool, like especially I've been down around that part of the country before.
Yeah.
It was
It's
just
a bit of a
me.
mesh.
That's a mess.
It was a
That
bit
was
of a
crazy.
mesh.
Yeah, that shit was like all terrains. I remember I was telling like on one interview being like, yo, we really like had some pretty crazy little pockets there that we had to
Yeah.
grab.
Yeah.
Like, sun's out, yo, probably only got 10 seconds of sun, and
Yeah.
then like,
It's what made it so much more difficult was the fact that like it was shot pretty much, yeah, it was like 100% on film.
yeah,
And it's not just a matter of like turning the camera on, putting the SD card in, and then hitting go. Like it's this huge fucking process that mad respect to Connor and Ezra for taking that approach, because that's like so much more work that, you know, but it gives it that look, that you can't, like, it's so hard to replicate.
some would say it's over the top too.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
over
hard,
the top.
It's hard.
It's definitely
It's
hard.
hard.
But yeah, that
What was,
video,
what was the concept behind that?
man, I think that the whole idea of like doing like the location. Shout out to Connor again. Like that was his idea to kind of do the more like broad, open, scenic shots. I think it plays into that whole dream thing too of like I guess like one being the dreams are like multi-location.
Yeah.
And just being like out, like the whole video looks like just out exploring, and that's like a lot of these dreams did feel like that, like like we're taking a bit more of an observing point rather than being directly involved in the chaos. So I think these things, like I didn't like conceptualize them before shooting the video. Like I think I just like watched the video, I had an idea of what Connor was wanting to do, and just automatically knew it made sense. Especially like I don't know if being fresh, like making like videos and that. But yeah, it came out mean. It just like it fell into place, and it works. Like it just works with what the whole thing with the EP is. So, which is fire.
Have you narrowed down like the tracks for the EP? Or are you still in the process of like making them or cutting some out, or?
They're done. I think they're done. I think we got some final mixes just going over. It's finished. It's there. It's there. The track list is there. It's good. It feels mean. I think everyone would like really like it. Like it's definitely like a concept sort of project that like Heigen definitely is the one that kind of gives you everything you want.
Yeah.
Whereas the other, a few of the other ones are like, okay, a bit more of a like discover something new, or kind of flip what you expect.
Because there's no like one genre or sound for the EP and the songs on it. Like there's so much like random shit. It's like just so different from the last song. It's way different to the next song, and it's hard though. It's hard as. What's your writing process in general? Like, is there one sort of standard process that you follow when it comes to writing music?
If I'm writing for myself, best to wait for it to get given to you. I don't know if that makes sense.
Just like to come.
Just like, okay, that makes sense. I should go put that down. So like High Again Team, rest of the songs sort of came out of those moments of like, they could be triggered by other moments, but if I'm writing for someone else, it's like, it's kind of easier. The only problem with that method of like waiting for a song to come is the waiting part. And
you fucking waiting, babe.
Don't even know when that is, because it's just like the right idea pops up. I struggle to go in and actually try and write something like for myself.
Why is it easier to write for others?
Yeah, hard. I reckon.
Why
I can do that.
do you reckon it's so easy to write for others, but so difficult to write for yourself?
Because I think when you're writing for yourself, like you gotta, like, you're trying to write. Most of the time, you want it to be legit or like true to a story that you have. Sometimes tapping into that can be hard. It's like what I want to talk about. Whereas you're writing for someone else, it's like you have them for that guidance.
Yeah.
You kind of be that extra. You be that person that helps get it out of them. And sometimes it can be hard to get it out of yourself. But if you're not with someone, like it's like you can make up the story. Like if you're just writing for the sake of pitching or writing for the sake of like those stories, you can write stuff for yourself that doesn't have to be like direct from a past life experience too. Like you can You can write whatever you want.